Mic check, mic check, mic check. What's going on, ladies and germs with perms? Mic check, let me know. Hit me with some mic emojis. Let me know if I'm coming through. Let me know if I'm coming through for you. What's cracking, Legatus? Legatus Navy, and you got the Legatus pack. Mic check, man. Throw some mic emojis in there. Let me know that I'm coming through for you. So we can get this thing cracking. Right on, Grigor. Thank you very much. Hey, you. Good evening and morning to you. We got another ISC. I'm a little bit late. Had a late night. If y'all was with me last night, then you know last night was a late one, man. I appreciate y'all that were there hanging out with me for what, six hours, something like that. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. What's up, Maddie? Thank you. All right, there we go. Mic emojis. Appreciate it. Good looking out. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's get this thing started, man. Because I'm anxious to see what they got inside. I haven't watched this yet. This is my first time watching it. So it's all new to me. Let's get it. Let's kill that music real quick. Let's kill that there music thing right there. Here we go.
Hey everybody. In our last episode of the quarter, we wanted to mix things up and take a sneak peek ahead at something coming your way while we're out on hiatus. It's the next concept ship from industrial powerhouse Misc and the first dedicated refinery craft of its kind. Let's take a look.
We've got quite a few ships already in the Misc manufacturer lineup.
You have the Prospector, you have the Starfarer,
Hull series.
but we wanted to have dedicated entry-level ship into the refining gameplay career for ship owners. The Misc expanse fills a great hole in the gameplay loop of the entire mining refining cycle, because currently you go out to the far reaches of space, you mine some rocks, you fill up your capacity, then you yourself have to trek all the way back to a grain station or somewhere like that to refine, and then you have to trek all the way back to go continue mining, whereas the expanse can be the middleman where you take on board mined goods, you process it, and then you can either sell it yourself or you can transfer it back to a cargo ship and they complete the whole gameplay loop. The expanse is the starter ship in the sort of refinery tier. We have refineries on other ships such as the Starfarer, but they're more specialized into purely doing fuel, where the expanse has a bonus over them. Is it has what we call reactors on them, and at a very simplistic level, one reactor is one refinery process, and the expanse has 6 of them on board, so it allows you to potentially do 6 entirely different refinery processes simultaneously, or for maximum output you can do 6 of all the same type and really sort of improve your bandwidth, so to speak, of refinery. We picked Misc because it sort of fits that industrial aesthetic.
You've got the rounded front nose of the ship, but then what you'll notice is you've got the well, not massive, but you've got the big shoulders, and that's also on the Starfarer, and so we wanted to keep that, so it's sort of basically big airflow, big intakes, straight to an engine, and then back out. When people look at the back, there are certain visual elements there that you'll see that are common throughout the ship manufacturers. You know, it's sort of the ball engine almost, very sort of defined fins that surround that spherical engine. And also the other sort of main feature is the 8 pods. There are 4 on either side. It really gives this ship a unique look and silhouette. And there's no mistaking this ship. people might be familiar already with sort of Misc interiors are generally sort of a letterbox kind of viewpoint. It's very widescreen. You've got that basically when you're sat in the pilot seat. You've got all your instrumentation laid out in front of you. It's all quite sleek, holographic. It's still sort of quite compact because it is a one-man ship.
I was thinking there's going to be two.
Leading from the cockpit, it will take you into just a small living section. So bed, locker, that kind of stuff. And then progressing to the rear of the ship is just a really small sort of like operations room, basically, where you can interface with the refinery section. And there's a little window there, and you can sort of see through into the gubbins, and you'll have a little bit of a display that you'll be able to do some of your interaction with. It's split level, so to get out of the ship, basically you'll enter into a really sort of compact and bijou lift, or an elevator, as some people say. That'll take you down to the lower floor. Jared, you might want to call it the ground floor. And then outside down a ramp, basically. So quite small. I mean, I think the ship is going to be kind of cool. I mean, obviously it's a niche role and it's not going to appeal to every player, but I think as a ship and as an owner, I think people are really going to like it. I think they're probably going to sort of really start to gel with it. It's got a lot of personality, I would say, and I hope that people A, will enjoy what it does, but B, will also sort of enjoy the visuals of the ship and just flying around in it and just having that sort of one-man support experience.
The Misc Expanse is the first dedicated refinery ship for Star Citizen, an ideal place for beginners looking to start making their way in this career, intended partner of the Prospector mining vehicle, and you can learn more about it in the coming weeks on the robertsspaceindustries.com website. But up next, Alpha 317 is right around the corner, so here's a look at many of the new features, updates, and bug fixes on their way with the patch report. Let's start things off with the big mammer jammer, the main event, the headliner, ship-to-ship player refueling. This new support profession makes its debut in the upcoming Alpha 317, with a new and exciting user interface allowing players to fuel up their Starfarer and Starfarer Geminis, head out into the verse, make an agreement for type of fuel and price, hook up using the docking interface you may already be familiar with, and then don't forget to manage the flow properly. This step is the crucial difference between a satisfied customer and an unfortunate repair bill. Now, ship-to-ship refueling arrives along with a rebalancing of fuel efficiencies and the removal of temporary fuel scoops from many spacecraft to change life in the verse from this point forward. But Disco, that's not the biggest feature in Alpha 317, you may be saying. Who are you, my boss? I'm talking about my boss. Maybe the biggest feature of Alpha 317 is the dynamite combination of loot generation updates and selling, where a wide array of new items, some formerly found in shops, some from the depths of Star Citizen's history, and some entirely brand new to the Precision Universe, can now be discovered during your travels, and then, along with a huge selection of items and resources you're already familiar with, now successfully be sold to vendors, allowing you finally to find your fates and fortunes while foraging the fantastic, fabled frontiers of favor and finance.
Is he Don King?
I'm gonna get fired. Or maybe the biggest news of Alpha 317 is the first integration of quantum running things under the hood, where the prices of several commodities, not all at first, will now be controlled by the massive simulation wunderkind we've been talking about for some time. It's exciting times ahead.
Poetry snaps on that.
Also in Alpha 317 are a host of new additions and updates for medical gameplay, including the arrival of Maria Pure of Heart in Lorville, new space station clinic variations on stations throughout the Stanton system, and balance adjustments and bug fixes to bleeding out, insta-death, injury occurrence, player status not persisting through logging,
That's gonna be rough.
hunger and thirst decay rates, and getting a crime stat for ramming your corpse. Yes, you may now ram your corpse as often as you like, penalty-free. We've also got DNA head updates to your player faces that will look better than ever before with improved textures and, you guessed it, moist eyeballs. There's also the FPS weapon animation refactor, where the procedural animations that occur as you run, jump, idle, or just look badass while using the latest from Castec Arms should now feel more natural and aesthetically pleasing. New turret acceleration models so they don't instantly jump to max speed and give the player whiplash anymore.
That's good.
IFCS quality of life changes, fixes to cluster missiles, ground vehicle signature emission changes, and more that you can learn all about when the patch notes come out. Mining gadgets, the latest improvement to mining gameplay that allows players to tackle those asteroids that were previously a bit too volatile or change a variety of circumstances to better suit your loadout and intent when out in the cold wastes, just you and your big rocks. Cloud Tech also takes another step forward on Hurston as the planet is next in line to get a little bit of shade from the sun in the Stanton system. Alpha 317 also brings with it the long-awaited Hull A from Musashi Industrial and Starflight Concern, harbinger of the entire Hull series and littlest workhorse of the line. Now, I'm supposed to espouse all of its virtues here, but really, just look how adorable it is. I just want to give it a little hug and tell it what a good job it's doing. Note, if I didn't just talk about how adorable it is and wanting to hug it, someone made me re-record this. And when you're done flying your Hull A low above Microtech's first river and testbed for the new river tech that will roll out across planets and moons in subsequent patches, you can return to port with the biggest feature of Alpha 317 yet, bind to key ATC landing. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that Misc continues to be at the industrial forefront with the Expanse refinery vehicle, and that the full concept reveal is just around the corner. That little things like ATC bind to key are the quality of life improvements that come through your feedback throughout all of development. And that with ship-to-ship refueling, vendor selling, and quantum under the hood, Alpha 317 is shaping up to be another big step forward in recognizing the full potential of life in the verse. Now that's it for ISC this quarter, but keep an eye out on the robertspaceindustries.com website for info on the 317 release, the upcoming Misc Expanse, as well as a merch sale that's just around the corner, and then hang out with Jeremiah and I one more time right here in LA tomorrow on Twitch ahead of my eventual relocation to the UK. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you next month from there, here, wherever.
Poetry snaps on that. Good episode. That's what's up, man. Jared has left a dictionary somewhere around the office with the whole F section missing, man. That dude was going ham on them words, man. That dude was killing it. That dude was crushing it, man. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Let me see what y'all was talking about in chat over here. Let's see. There's going to be a cash cow of a ship. Looking forward to it. I wonder what the price point is going to be on it. Have they released that information? If they have, I'm not unaware of it. If y'all know, let me know. Which I think it's going to be. Let's see. Plater money printer. When the quantum system's up and running, I think this will be a cool approach to the game. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, we got the first iteration of Quanta in this patch right here, 317, dictating, what was it, gas price, like fuel prices, Materials. I think there's materials for repairs and something else. That's via Todd Pappy on ISC. Was it the last ISC? What's going on? Why is this not playing? Do stuff. Experience interruptions. Will be interrupting me. Anyway, let's get back over here. Wonder how many processes it takes to stabilize Quantanium. Yeah, I'm wondering how that's going to work. I can't imagine it working exactly like the refineries that we have right now, just because those are big, ridiculously large industrial centers. And I bet you that obviously the volume is going to be smaller. I wonder is the process going to be smaller? It's got to be. It can't be too long because you got to get in and out. If it's going to be a companionship to the prospector, you got to be able to refine that, hand it off, and keep it moving. Refill your bags. Let's see. Wondering if elements that are cheap now could become expensive and worthwhile when Quanta is fully integrated. Yeah, I hope so. You get out there and see so many materials that are useless right now that maybe in the future there'll be building blocks for some other things, like when you're trying to fabricate stuff for your settlements. Some of that stuff may come into play when there's some actual demand for it. And then Quanta will adjust the flow. Let's see. Luis. Looting, I'm thinking all those fruits. Man, I was surprised I didn't run into any of the fruits last night when we was flying down the river. Crimean River. Seems we have a pre-salvage expert in our midst. What's up, Galaxy 09? How you doing, man? Armored Fear, can't wait for the moment. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Wait for it that looked up. Moist eyes. I didn't even notice the moist eyes when I was setting up my character for 317. I noticed I didn't look at the eyes specifically, but the heads were a lot. They looked good, man. I didn't expect much out of it. I was thinking like a few more dots here, a few more lines here. But man, that was a good upgrade. I didn't take the time to look at somebody's face in the game though, to see how well it translates from the character creator to the game. I'm about to take another look at that. They're not moist, it's just dusting here. Dude, I'm gonna love those mining modules. Oh man, I didn't get the chance to use that last night. 6 hours, I didn't get a chance to use that because I couldn't escape New Babbage. Hopefully, we got a few hot fixes in place because I was trapped in that joint, man. Couldn't get out. Elevators were not working at all. Cloud Tech is a real banger, folks. See, I was on Lorville in the nighttime, and I didn't get the chance to see the clouds. I mean, I could kind of make them out, but it was dark, and it was super dark. Seems like things are darker now in the game. But yeah, I need to get over there in the daytime because I want to see if they got that same problem with the dots like they got in the clouds at New Babbage and or Microtech and Orison. Microtech and Crusader. Everything's just a city. Planets are cities to me. Yeah, I need to take a look at that. Or is that smog? No, they actually got clouds. They got like huge swathes of clouds, man. They just look like big mountains sticking off the planets, man. They're huge, man. So it's not just some fog. Even though I'm sure they can. There's some consideration that is a polluted place and probably made it more foggy on the surface. Smog Tech. River Tech number 2. Too bad it doesn't work in the current PTU. I wonder if those with other holes will get an A as a loner. I'm gonna have to take a look at the loner matrix. Just Google loner matrix, Star Citizen loner matrix. How do I make my character look like Jared? Don't think they're a beard jet. Nah, man, I wish. We all waiting on that, man. I'm waiting on some hair. that's curly, man. Been rocking the James Brown perm for too long, man. On a character that looks like Sarah Huckabee. They have not released it yet. Nah, probably 250. 250 would be interesting, man. A one-man ship, 250. I'd be shocked if it was 250. 249. No, I'm just kidding. Price is Right rules. I think at a guess, I'm gonna say 125. I'm gonna say half of what you talking about over there. Let's see. No, the sale is not started, but it will make a ton of money in game. He said, I think it'd be 10 mil. That'd be crazy, 10 mil. That'd be more than, is it Hammerhead? Yeah, the Hammerhead is more than 10. Anyway, that'd be super expensive. I think it's going to be a cool org ship, to be honest, especially since they said you can offload cargo to other ships. Keep your prospectors there, led his mind. Yeah, man, you can get a nice little loop if you got an org to rock with, man. Somebody in the prospector, somebody in the mole. You got your ship, you got 4 pods or whatever they're called. Just run them back and forth. I just really want to know how fast the refining process is on that. And I'm gonna really need that hoodie that he got. Let's see. Yo, Dig, did he say they're removing fuel scoops? Gas prices are not even safe in the verse. They're not removing them, period, but they're removing them from the ships that aren't supposed to have them in the first place. If it's not in the copy, like the ship advertisement stuff, that it doesn't have one, then yeah, it'll be gone. It'll be gone. But yeah, your 300 eyes are safe, and whatever other ships are supposed to have them. Man, that looks horrible right there. That looks awful. I was doing this. I was on this ship last night, and I had it parked, and I jumped off of that back to see if, take a look around, because I had I pulled the boom out, and I want to get a close look at it. I forgot that I had jumped to a planet, so as soon as I jumped off, man, I'd start falling. I thought the ship was moving. I was like, why is my ship moving? It was just me getting drawn into the atmosphere of R-Corp. That was funny right there. It's ping, ping. Let's see. Then again, the steel is over 200, so maybe 350. Yeah, the steel was, that's still a huge question mark, man. How that steel made it to 250 or 200, whatever it is, whatever. Man. What's up, Sam? Sam, I am. Maddie Game is so glad I finally was able to catch a stream. Right on. Glad for you to be here. It's the first time I ever watched a YouTube stream. Like a YouTube stream, period. That's wild. Let's see, Sam, it's working now. Managed to get a couple hours in bunker missions. Definitely where the armor is at. Yeah, that's the first, after I get off of this stream, I'm gonna go knock out some 890 missions and some bunker missions and see what kind of money you can expect from that. Sam Rose, the clouds look beautiful. Lorville's gonna look like LA in the 70s. Yeah, man. Yeah. LA, New York. Yeah, Lorville is an unfortunate looking place, man. Gotta touch that oligarchy love. Let's see. Thick black cloud over it. Let's see. Monitor surveillance missions are where the money is at right now. That's the easy money, but how many of those can you do in a row before you're like, oh, that's enough? But yeah, man, 20K a pop. It takes a few minutes to complete them. Other than repairing and refueling here and there. It's a simple answer to money. Let's see. It would not be 125, I like the thought, but it would be about 195 to 220. All right, we're gonna see. If it's between 125 and 150, you owe me some cinnamon Pop-Tarts, my guy. Let's see, Galaxy 09, do you think there would be much profit to be made with the new refueling feature? That's a good question, man. I mean, you can set your prices with it to whatever you want. Are people going to pay that? If you're there first with your ship, they ain't going to have much of a choice. Like if you just hit the default setting in the UI, then it sets it to 10% over the cost, right? So how much fuel are you actually going to be able to sell? I haven't flown. I didn't really fly my ships around that much when I was streaming. We streamed for 6 hours. So I don't really know how much the fuel tanks are nerfed, how much different fuel consumption is right now. But I can't imagine, because think about, like, I filled up one of the pods with quantum fuel. It was 126,000. You got to sell a ton of fuel to be in the black on that, just to get in the black. So I don't actually, I'm gonna just say I don't see it being very profitable right now. I think it's more of a tool for like hanging out with orgs and your friends, and setting up just like some people used to bring the Cuddy Reds for respawning when that was still a thing in the Cuddy. It's going to be another tool to help you out doing other stuff. I don't think it's going to be very profitable right now. But we'll see, man. I hope I'm wrong on that. I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. Still got hit with the drop ship tax. How much is the Valkyrie? Because isn't a Valkyrie somewhere between 250, 275? The still got hit with the insanity tax. That's what that got hit with, man. It's 317 out. It's out wave 1 PTU. It went live on wave 1 PTU last night. Greetings from Australia, mate. What's up, Sly Walker? Salute, my guy. Glad to have you here with us. Just smog and trash everywhere. 17 hit last night. Yes, it did. Yeah, period. Always watch streams on Twitch. Oh, okay. Your first YouTube stream. Okay, gotcha. That's what's up. I don't know. I need to learn more about Twitch. Like, I'm just kind of on it just to be on it right now. I don't really know none of the stuff. I be seeing people dropping bits and gems, and I'm like, what is that? Is that dollars and cents? What's going on here? Yeah, man. I might start getting a little bit more into Twitch. YouTube is just easier to find. Their search engine is, is Google, so it's just way easier to find stuff for me. Over 100K, 890J, and contraband mission. Contraband mission. What? Explain. Desire to learn more intensifies. Deal. I have been in the ship game since 2012, so I feel good on my side. Yeah, that cluster bomb did look dope. I haven't really got too much into like the missiles and stuff like that, so I don't like rocket pods and all that. I've yet to test all that stuff, so I don't really know. Like they could have said that's in the game right now. Is it in the game right now? I don't know, but it looked. Oh, it's not. Okay, I remember them talking about that before. Yeah, that looks sick, man. That looks sick. I'm sitting here like theory crafting in my head as I'm thinking about it. Let me get back to what I'm doing here. Yeah, but who runs out of fuel in this game? It's really hard. Well, yeah, not in 316, yeah, but I'm sure that they flipped it up. They said it in this video. They changed the fuel economy of ships, so there's going to be a need for this stuff. What is going on, YouTube? You can't let me smalls. I can see a Star Citizen division of fuel rats. Yeah, folks been talking about that for a while now. That'll be interesting. Even though they've changed the fuel economy of ships, I don't think that that's going to be necessary. I think if you wanted to be a fuel rat, a Star Citizen version of a fuel rat, would be a different version name. Fuel gerbil, I don't know. Fuel moose. Then I think you might be sitting in your ship for a long time waiting on a request. And it's different in this because, that could easily be a trap. Like people could be setting up the trap for you. That's why we need that reputation in, so that things like that won't go unnoticed. Oh, destroy contraband. Okay, that's right. Yeah, those do pay well. They take up a lot of ammo, man, and punching it, that just takes way too long. But yeah, it pays quite nice. Glad they fixed the Rattler missiles. Okay. From what I understand, there are no NPC quests to refuel. That's true. Right now, you know, they're just trying to get everything out. They still trying to get this thing rocking and rolling, because that 317, if you were with me last night, you know it's a little rough. The dude's doggy in the background. Is that an actual dog? It's sitting so still. Another player said 3 quantum fuel and 3 hydro was over 500K. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Hydrogen is super cheap, man. One hydrogen pod was what was it, y'all? What was it last night? It was like 10,000 something compared to 126,000 for one tank of quantum fuel. So yeah, it ain't for the weak. I wouldn't suggest filling up all that stuff, because you're not gonna get rid of it. You're not gonna get rid of it in one session, that's for sure. I still have an 8-pack of Rattlers from the old days, Voyager Direct. Let's see. I think it's going to be too dangerous to sell the fuel outside of an org for fear of piracy. Yeah, man, it's the stakes are out there, man. The stakes are high. Are the rewards high? I guess they could be, depending on how much you're selling fuel for. Like if you was that's like the optimal probably way to do it is you sit there with your org ready to fuel them up, but also paying attention to the chat so that if the need arises from somebody, you can take a flight over there, fill them up, and come back to your org. So it makes it more profit on the other side, then come back and sell org a little bit over like 10% over cost. Or cost if you're nice. Or free if you want to let your pockets get ate up. Let's see. I saw the coffee cup was back in the halves. Oh, that's good. Coffee cup. And yes, it's so neat and so clean. Let's see. We need beefy security. Yes, sir. Coffee cup back in the halves. If you go 317 tonight, please check out the 300 series. Has a cup again. Oh, yeah. I need to check that, man. Yeah, man. No use having a coffee maker in the ship with no cup. Got ham, no burger. Peanut butter, no jelly. Need my cup of black one in the fancy cruiser. I like how y'all say that, man. Cup of. Each bit is a penny, and from what I understand, Twitch doesn't take any percentage of bits. Oh, that's good, man. Because YouTube, they're like, yo, we got some money. Here's how much you can have of it. So yeah, maybe I will dip more into Twitch. That's cool. I don't want to go whatever the partner with it, because man, they want you to do it like a job. And what is it? You can't stream both platforms at the same time if you're partnered with them. So you can stream on Twitch and then later put it on YouTube, but you can't do it like right now, streaming on YouTube. And it's also going to Twitch. That's the thing I don't like about that. But I get it, it is what it is. This may not be for me. That man said fuel gerbil. The fuel frogs. Grenade launcher. Fuel cats. Fuel rats and fuel cats. Oh, you crazy fuel rats and fuel cats. All jobs will be necessary depending if they have a refinery in the star system. Yeah, man, at some point, everything is going to be important. Like right now, you can solo easy with no consequences. Almost no disadvantages. Obviously, you have a huge disadvantage if you cross a decent sized org, but yeah, everything's gonna be important down the line. I gotta find out if the Starfarer by default has a nozzle or you have to buy one, because there's 2 available at Schubert Interstellar, the store in New Babbage, with different flow rates. So I need to check that out. I would imagine it has a basic. That would be kind of silly if it didn't have one already attached. So I want to figure out what the difference is from the base one to the flow rates on the ones you can purchase. Because that's the only difference in them is the flow rates. Let's see. Parker by Planet put in chat that you're there selling fuel. Let people come to you. Have a mate with you for protection. yeah, I'm sure, man. People was gonna try. Dude, that is hilarious. People were gonna try all kind of different things of making money with this stuff. That's the cool thing of having a community of players. Just like it's like YouTube, you know, you got this vast wealth of different people trying different stuff, different ways, different approaches. So I can't wait to see what people come up with. That thing, that Star Runner's chewed up. What was this part? I'm hoping all the ground locations are fixed for repairing and refueling. But that's exciting that Quanta, at least this initial phase is in game to control those prices. Man, I went in this hospital last night, man. My frames just went out for a smoke break, man. That Lorville hospital wasn't no joke. Let's see. The world's currently too small for fuel rats to be useful. Yeah, possibly. I bet you somebody figures out a good way to do it. But yeah, obviously it's going to be a lot better than once we have bigger server sizes. Then you know, the demand with more people than needed. The more the demand goes up, the more money you make. The more coffee cups you can enjoy. Mining Planet Sweet Best. Be there for the prospectors. It comes with one, but you can get others. Oh, okay. It does come with one. Okay. Right on. Appreciate that. I imagine it's like mining heads. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are right. So you can't even tell the detail on this from this video. Watch when you take a look in game. It looks like you see a clear difference on those heads. This is what I wanted to test last night. I didn't get a chance to, was the animations for this. Okay, so you can see quite a difference, I'm gonna test this too. That's another thing I need to do. Because I really want to see, because they're compromising on how they're trying to smooth out that positional desync. He said they won't be able to ping pong around, giving you whiplash. So that is good. Because it would be, sometimes it would be infuriating. This thing is ping ponging as soon as you get your reticle on its pip. It would just go pew. So if that is good to go, then I'm happy, man. It would really be, oh man, what really kill me about that is because, like, once you got a good look at the ship, you would see that it's flying backwards, like at crazy speeds and firing at you somehow. So yeah, any love they put on that is welcome. And this wasn't in game in the PTU last night. I'm hoping it is now or maybe in the next few days or so. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I need to look into, man. Got a lot of stuff, man. Let's see. Ever seen a Mustang stripped down to just front turret and main hole? No, I haven't. Was it sitting on cinder blocks after that? Fuel rats and fuel cats inadvertently becomes elite dangerous and Star Citizen representation of Tom and Jerry. Fuel rats and the fuel cats. That's funny. Nope, you can make joke like that when I have coffee. Frame rate went on the smoke break. Yeah, man. Yeah, that hospital was no good for the frames. Part of the reason fuel rats exist is for the challenge of finding and refueling those in need. Fuel rats don't charge, which is done for challenge and fun. They don't really have to find nobody. Well, I guess once they get the call, once you reach dispatch and they send somebody out, then you're locating them. Well, you got a beacon at that point. It's been so long since I did it. Yeah, because you contact the fuel rats dispatch via the website. And then they get all your information, and then they send somebody to you, and they wing up with you so that they have a beacon to jump to. But it is dope, man. I love the idea. I think they a little too stiff with their rules. My homeboy Exegius got banned from the fuel rats just because he made a video about them, like saying that they're dope and this is what they do. Django was happening, catting. Everything, man. About to jump in back into 317, man. Get a taste of some of the stuff that I didn't get a chance to check out last night. Hoping I can escape from New Babbage. Yeah, because if the elevators are still broken, I should have a cyclone and I can go to the door that goes outside and go around. That's right. What is this? We on another video? I don't even remember this part.
Almost missed my chair. Have you ever found a critical JIRA assigned to an employee that hasn't worked there for years? Had you ever shown up for a stand-up that no one told you had been canceled? Have you ever had everything working perfectly on staging, but wouldn't even boot up in the presentation room? What kind of games did you invent as a kid?
3 minutes of outtakes?
Have you ever shown up to a stand-up and you were the only one there? Have you ever gotten lost in a gaming convention? Have you ever clicked send halfway through I forgot what I was supposed to say here.
This dude doing 3 minutes of
Have
stand-up.
you ever lit a scene only to discover you're 300% over the entity budget? Have you ever killed a man in the dead of winter just to watch the steam rise from his wounds? Have you ever been tempted to set all your JIRAs to resolve and just make a run for it? Nope, that's not good. I don't remember the last time I stood up for a stand-up. You tell us this is going to be a good start. I got a trophy for spaceships. Have you ever been tempted to set all your JIRAs to resolve and just make a run for it? Nope, that's not good. I don't remember the last time I stood up for a stand-up. You tell us this is going to be a good start. I got a trophy for spaceships. I gave it to myself. I'm going to have to get a haircut at some point. I'm just wasting camera time now, huh? You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? They gave me a special fashion hoodie. Sometimes I just stick my fingers under my arms. Oh, the weather outside is weather. Honestly, I'm just getting really bad at this. Have you ever found 4 copies of the same Confluence page and had no idea which was the updated one? Did you know the human head weighs just 14 pounds? Just mine. It's been a long road. I'd never done a crazy thing in my life before that night. Do you have a JIRA for that?
Jared is off the chain, man. I didn't even realize that was on here. I just stopped it at where it looked like was the end.
They wanted to
you
keep
wild
that,
boy,
so
Jared.
it's sort of
You wild boy.
Big airflow, big intakes, straight.
Oops. You push one thing, it
So you've
does
got the
several others.
Well, not massive, but you've got the big shoulders.
Jared's funny dude, man.
And that's also on the staff.
I can't wait to see what
So
the
we wanted
UK
to
office
keep
looks
that,
like.
so it's sort of
Hopefully it's
basically big airflow.
hopefully they don't try and recreate what it is, what the previous set looks like. Maybe they give it a little different flavor to it.
There are certain visual elements there that you'll see.
What, banned? Crazy? Yeah, he just got banned. Let's see. More coffee. Few rats and SC would likely do it all courtesy of ships like the Vulcan. I can't wait for the Vulcan, man. That's the one ship that I really never paid attention to. And then I don't remember why I took a look at it, but it's actually pretty dope. I mean, it looks like the mole and the raft and all that kind of stuff, but it is Star Citizen. Are y'all like me? When my fingers are cold, I can't type very good. I don't know if that's a me thing or what. It's not like I'm freezing, but my fingers just ain't too warm, boss. Where's that cutaway? Is it this one? No. Where's the Vulcan cutaway? I saw a cutaway so you can see exactly where everything is, but I guess that was not this. Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. Well, the one I saw was labeled, but yeah. Looks dope, man. You got your drones right there in the middle. The ship got drones, man.
There's a little window there, and you can sort of see through into the gubbins.
I mean, it was his 2 decks, like 2.5 decks. We'll call the bridge a half deck.
It's split level, so
And it can repair, I think, with the drones, or is it just refuel? Is it? I think it's refuel and repair.
Compact and bijou lift.
The dude said in bijou lift.
Some
What is that?
that'll take down.
Refuel, repair, and rearm other vehicles. That's gonna be the hotness, man.
And
Like the other ships are they do one thing, right?
So yeah, quite.
And this might be master of none, but it does a lot. So you're not waiting to do one specific task. Look at the drone down here flying with it. That's hot, man.
appeal to every player, but I think
That's the hotness.
as a ship and as an owner,
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, man.
like it. I think they're probably going to sort of.
I don't think they've talked too much about that on any of the videos.
It's got a lot of personality, I would say. And I hope that.
Let's see. Have you ever played a buggy game? Have you spent $100 for a scam? Got a haircut and grew it back in the same video? Got a haircut. He just went like this. He squeezed the hair out. It's back to this. Will be interesting to see how the next one will be giving being in the UK. Yeah. I wonder how long it's gonna take till the next one airs. I mean, he's got a lot of moving to do. Obviously, he's been moving slowly. You see all the stuff that's gone in the background. But I'm hoping it's pretty seamless. I'm hoping it's not like more than a couple weeks. Are they going to sell the Starfarer anytime soon? I would look for the Starfarer during the next in-game event, Invictus Fleet Week. AKA, or also is with that is the free fly. So I'm sure they'll be selling ships like can't think of a good metaphor. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be a good ship sale going in. That'll probably be the next one, which I think is, my guess is somewhere between mid-April, late May. I got to give it that wide berth so I'm not wrong. Likely when 17 goes full live. That's a possibility too. I kind of doubt it, but it's a possibility. Feeling that Star G would likely be on sale during Invictus. Vulcan is going to need a lot more tech to come online. Yeah, obviously, they don't have drone control in place right now. But yeah, I would guess that's one that's not going to take. I don't think we'll be looking like years down the road for that. I think it'll come sooner than later. Refinery ship concept sale at 317 or Invictus. One or the other. I don't know, man. I think a month and a half is your window for that. Sometime in that amount of time. Hope there would be more Squadron 42 info with the move to the UK, but that's me just dreaming. That's what's up. I don't keep up with Squadron 42 because that's the one game I'm not really going to cover. I would just want it to be a game for me. I don't really need to know anything about it. Just let me know when it's out and I'll play it. Invictus is usually the military ship sale. Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, the Starfarer Gemini, if they're both not on sale, the Starfarer Gemini will at least be on sale. For sale. You gotta differentiate. Nothing is on like discount except maybe some starter packages, but it'll be available to buy. Every time I join the stream, I hear that awesome background music. Right on. Appreciate your input on that. Fleet Week is in May, so just be a small sale. He said 3 weeks. Drone control should be in 318. Really? Where'd you hear that? That is news to me. I don't even think that's on the roadmap. Or at least the release view of the roadmap. That should have already been in there. Let's take a look at 318. Oh yeah, I forgot they threw these back on here. throwing some release goals on here, which is good. I'm glad they did that. Not gonna lie, it was kind of cool that the new patches will give us surprises that we weren't, already aware of. But it's good to see the goals. Cargo system refactor, can't wait for that. Hull stripping, can't wait to draw stuff on people's ships with the with the stripper, with the, jeez man, why can't I think of the dang name? With the salvage tool. Vulture and attachment. Yeah, man. Where'd you hear about the drone control in 318? I don't think that's a thing. Drone. Yeah, I don't even see nothing on the progress tracker. Say that to the year. Does that make a difference when you're trying to search? No. No. Yeah, I don't think that's the thing. They were talking about drones being added in 318 at one point. See, Nico, when you buy a ship, does it really or just pay in the game? Does it really what or just pay in the game? What did they call the new ship expanse? They could not be more obvious. You think cargo trading is still a good way to make money? It's not a good way to make a lot of money. It's not like the old days, but what can you make? You can probably get everything is typically it's capped at around 80,000 per, right? So you can at least make 80,000. You're risking a lot of money to make that 80,000, which I'm fine with. I don't know if everybody has the stomach for that. But yeah, it's a good way in that it's another way, because it's good to have options to be able to do some trading, to be able to do some mining, to be able to do some combat, to be able to do all kind of different stuff. So it's good that the options are there. So in that sense, I say, yeah. Drones are not in the progress tracker. No, they're not. Wonder which of the two unannounced ships this was, because they were in different states of completion. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the unannounced ship. I've seen some screenshots that I don't know. I didn't have any context for them, so we'll see. Actually, it's supposed to be a Drake vehicle, so maybe that's the thing. I still haven't heard anything official about that, so, take that with a barrel of salt. Pike Say 51, sup dig. What do you think about them starting to roll out quanta controlling a few commodity prices for 317? I think it's good, man. Anything getting away from staticness, like static prices for this, static encounters is good. I mean, part of it is the commodities, but the other part of it is where pirates and things like that will spawn in. What did they say? They have 12 locations that quanta will control stuff like that spawning into. So I'm all for it. Anything to kind of randomize stuff and make things feel more organic, I'm all about it, man. And I can't wait to see more. So it's good. This is the first implementation. It's just gonna get better and better from here. Greg Hunt, let me ask you this, man. What one thing are you looking forward to the most? For me, it'd be colony building. What am I looking forward to the most? I mean, I said last night, I'm really looking forward to being able to broadcast, like get into Mako, get in that camera, and then broadcast something to other people's screens so I could do like a pirate radio kind of thing. Is that the most? Maybe that's just the longest dream I've had. I don't know. I mean, hopefully we can cook. I would love to get on the 890 jump, get in that kitchen, and then cook up some stuff, man. I would love to do that. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, though. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think really what I'm looking for is just something dope to do as a crew. Like people on the big ship being able to crew everything. Everybody has a job. And it's more like life. You got your job, then you during your downtime, you sit together, eat a bowl of Big Bennies, eat a box of Big Bennies. I just want to live my best space life, man. Colony building, same here. I'm looking forward to that, but it feels so far in the distance and almost abstract just because I know it's not going to be here that I'm not really invested in it, mentally invested in it. I'll be glad when it's here, and I can't wait to do it. And I can't wait to see how we do it, because it's not going to be like some of those videos show where like you put the Pioneer down and it kind of 3D prints the building and then it lifts up. You know, like it's not just going to be stamping buildings all over the place. You put it at least from the last time they talked about it. You put it near your building location and it fabricates the stuff that you need. So it helps you skip the step of trying to bring in fabricated parts from other places, potentially losing them, you know, and, it speeds up the process. I can't wait to see how custom that we can do this type of stuff. Because I spent so many hours in Fallout 4 building settlements, downloading mods, building custom crazy looking settlements. So it appeals to me in that respect, but I don't know if it'll ever hit. I doubt it'll hit that level of detail, of customization rather. Let's see. Drake Mule, Drake car that breaks down. Drake car that breaks down every click out from the cat. That's funny, my guy. Mr. Fisk, I just found your channel today, and I gotta commend you on having some of the most concise and informative videos on this game. All the other videos are very too long and full of padding. I appreciate that, Fisk. 07, my guy. Yeah, man, I just try and get the information out there because I know how I feel when I'm trying to look up just some very specific information and they like talking for 30 minutes. You're like, dude, show me what the title of your video says. So yeah, I appreciate it. Friday night party on the jump. Yeah, man. I'll warm up the fish sticks in the kitchen. Looking forward to fishing in SC. Yeah, man, me too. Like, I don't fish in real life. I don't got nothing against it. I just don't do it. Yeah, when I was at the river, at the basin of the river last night, that's all I wanted to do because it just looked beautiful out there, man. You got the trees, all the foliage, and the water was looking good. It just looked like a super relaxing thing to do. Just sit at the basin, at the pond, whatever it's called, and just pull out a fishing pole, like an old school fishing pole. Give me like one of them old Tom Sawyer sticks with a worm wrapped around like the really thick string. But yeah, man. So just something to chill out with. I think that's one of the things that's missing with this game is stuff to do when you're kind of off the clock, man. When the pews have stopped for the night and you just want to chill out. Like I was thinking that the new edition over at Grim Hex was gonna kind of be that thing where you just go chill out, gamble a little bit, bet on the races, watch ships zoom past that big window, man. That was the dopest thing about Grand Theft Auto Online was that like you can go to the casino, blow off some steam. They had all kind of things to do. You can hang out in your apartment. It was just a ridiculous amount of things to do that weren't just game loops. And I'm hoping that they have that in mind. Anyway. Let's see. Fish sticks. Using too many napkins. Ike. My guy, what's happening, Ike? I see you been on the game, man. And I was like, does this dude leave his computer on? Or is he really playing that much Star Citizen? You still got to take me on the jump in the fleet carrier. I haven't been on that. So, yeah, I need a ride, boss. The guy that's I'm waiting for the firefighting ships where we go down the planets, scoop up entire oceans, and fly off. Scoop up a whole ocean. Reduce water world to its core. Wait till me napkins, blackins. And on that note, now I'm getting goofy. I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy on another one. Especially if you were here last night, man. We put in a lot of time, 6.5 hours, man. Y'all hung out with your boy. So, hey, man, appreciate that. Good looking out. Love y'all. To the next time, fly dirty citizens.